What's up, everybody? JVille Sports here with my Sports Picks video NFL edition. It is Sunday morning, November the 10th already. Thank you guys so much for joining me today and each and every time I put out a video. Hopefully you guys are ready for a huge NFL Sunday. Hopefully you guys had an awesome college football Saturday. It was a pretty good day for the village aside from yesterday's free play of the day. Louisville Cardinals, very, very disappointing. The mistakes, the injuries, that was just a tough one to swallow there. A little bit of the free play curse going on right now, but I have the perfect guy to break that curse, which I'll get to later in the video. But we have one order of business. So for those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you guys for being here. What I like to do with the NFL, I love to tease the NFL, do teasers. So what I do is I do a long shot teaser where it's any teaser where the payout is $1,000 or more. For those of you that like to do teasers as well, it gives you guys a bunch of options for your teasers. If you want to do smaller teasers or if you want to do long teasers, I just throw out some options for you. I put this in myself. We hit it once this year. I am definitely hoping to hit it a bunch more times before the year is up. So we'll see if we can make it happen. Let's just go ahead and quickly recap what we did last week. It was another good attempt, but we fell just short. Let's go ahead and throw it up here on the screen. So we had the Jacksonville Jaguars plus 8.5. Note to self for next year, stay away from London games. These games are just too unpredictable. It was a good showing by the Houston Texans. They took care of business in London. We had the Buffalo Bills minus 3.5. That was an easy one. Dolphins at home, underdogs, another easy one. Carolina Panthers at home. Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they were on the road against Seattle. Came through for us. We had the Cleveland Browns on the road against the Broncos, the Flacco-less Broncos, and they were still able to beat the Browns, who that team is just a mess. And then we had the Baltimore Ravens taking on the New England Patriots, and they were winners outright. So a good attempt there. The Jacksonville Jaguars in London, should have stayed away from that one with just the long travel and the variance. And the Cleveland Browns, that was a hard one to stay away from. I just thought the Browns were going to turn their season around starting with that game. Like I said, Denver playing their backup quarterback. Not really looking too good. Just Cleveland Browns, just so much more talent offensively and defense playing well. I thought that matchup just set up well for the Browns, but they ended up losing by 5, so we missed that by a couple points. So, like I said, it was another good attempt, but we're looking to hit these. If you would have plucked out your favorites, you probably would have hit your teaser, because I thought you would have taken that Jacksonville. But yeah, so that was last week. We'll go ahead and move on to this week. I really like this week's attempt, so we'll see what happens. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we are going to start with the Kansas City Chiefs. They are on the road against the Tennessee Titans. Patrick Mahomes, looks like officially he's questionable, but they've already come out and said he is going to play this game. And I don't think they would put him out there unless he was pretty close to 100%. So I don't think there's going to be any constraints or restrictions against Mahomes here. Kansas City is the much, much better team. Their defense in particular is playing well. I like what I saw from them last week when they got the victory at home against a very good Minnesota Vikings team. So you got to love the Chiefs here getting Patrick Mahomes back. That should definitely boost their offense. And Tennessee will just not be able to keep up. So love Kansas City here, +1. New Orleans Saints, -6.5. The Falcons, another team that will be getting a boost as Matt Ryan is coming back. But this Atlanta team is just a mess. They need to get rid of their coach. They just need to do a complete overhaul here. Offense for Atlanta hasn't been the problem, so getting Matt Ryan back isn't going to change a whole lot. Atlanta's offense has been pretty decent. It's been the defense that just has not been able to stop anybody, in particular in the first half. This team just gets down big in the first half and then tries to claw their way back in the second half, and just haven't been able to do it. They definitely will not be able to do it here against the New Orleans Saints. Looks like Drew Brees is kind of on the mission here to show, Teddy Bridgewater stepped in. He went undefeated while Drew Brees was on the sideline. So I think Drew Brees, wants to show well in each and every game that he can, to show that he is still the man in New Orleans. So I like New Orleans Saints here to win this game by at least a touchdown. It's a division rivalry game. These two teams know each other very well, and Atlanta does play New Orleans tough most of the time. This Atlanta team is not as good as they've been the past few years, so I think New Orleans wins this game pretty easily. Next, we have the Baltimore Ravens -3. This line's kind of jumping around. It's going from 10, 10.5, back to 10, 10.5. So when I put this in, it was at 10, so it's only at 3. So this is definitely a flat spot for Baltimore. They're coming off that huge win over the Patriots. So far this year, I've looked at this. Teams that play the Patriots, the next week, they do not do very well. But Baltimore here will be fine. They're going on the road to face Cincinnati. This Cincinnati team is bad. They benched Dalton, so now they're going to be starting a backup quarterback in Ryan Finley to see. I don't know if it's to see what they have in him or if it's just to tank and make sure they get one of the top 2 picks in the draft. Either way, I don't think Cincinnati's trying to win here. And even if they are, I don't think they're capable of. So I think Baltimore, like I said, this is definitely a flat spot for them. I don't think we see the same intensity as we did last week when they were facing the Patriots. But even a lesser Baltimore team on the road should definitely win this game by at least a field goal over the Cincinnati Bengals. Next, we have a couple totals. Packers and Panthers over 40.5. So I like this one a lot here. The Green Bay Packers, I don't know what they were doing last week against the LA Chargers. Their offense was just a no-show. I think it came out that some of them got a little bit too loose in LA. And that affected them during the game. Whatever the excuse is, it was a bad performance. And whenever a team performs badly, whether it's offensively or defensively, they definitely try to change that the next week. So I think this week it's a very good Carolina defense, but I think Green Bay at home definitely should get right here and score some points. Carolina, Cam Newton officially ruled out for the rest of the year, so Kyle Allen doesn't have to look behind his back any longer. I think this is a good matchup for Christian McCaffrey. This Green Bay defense started off the season looking really good, but the past few weeks, this defense has been really bad. So I think McCaffrey should have a field day here. Carolina should definitely get their points. And as I do think Green Bay will as well. So I like this game to go over the total. Giving it the 7 points, it's only 40.5. Next, we have the Rams and Steelers. On the flip side, I like this game to stay under. We have a bunch of injuries here. So for the Steelers, James Conner is out. Juju Smith-Schuster is questionable. He'll probably give it a go, but definitely not going to be 100%. On the Rams side, we have Brandon Cooks, the deep threat for the Rams. He is going to be out. So a lot of key contributors on both teams are going to be missing this game. So I think that favors the defenses here. But the LA Rams defense hasn't been the defense we thought they would be. The Pittsburgh Steelers, ever since they got Minkah Fitzpatrick in that trade, their defense has really looked good each and every week. Another factor here, Jared Goff particularly does not do well when he travels east and the weather is a little bit cooler than he is used to out in LA. So I think that can definitely hurt the Rams as well. He doesn't play as good on the road as he does at home. So put that all together with all the injuries, the Steelers defense looking good, the Rams offense probably it won't be as explosive as it can be in this matchup. I like this game to stay under the total. So given it 7 points, it is 50.5. And last but not least, I like to throw in the Sunday Night Football game. Because if all the other plays come through, we can hedge our bet a little bit if we wish. We can do it before the game starts, at halftime, whatever it may be. But I like the Minnesota Vikings here. They are on the road against the Dallas Cowboys. So Kirk Cousins particularly does not do well in primetime games. But if there is a time to back the Vikings, it is coming off of a loss. Since this coaching staff has been in place, this Minnesota Vikings team has been unbelievable coming off of a loss. On top of that, the Cowboys played on Monday night, so they have short week. The good thing about it is they are at home, but still it's one less day to prepare. That also helps the Vikings here. So I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. Both defenses are playing well right now. Both teams are definitely going to want to establish the run. The Vikings with Dalvin Cook, and of course the Cowboys with Zeke Elliott. I see a lot of running by both teams. I see both these teams settling for field goals with these tough, stingy defenses. So I like this game to be lower scoring. In those types of games, I love giving the points to the underdog. So getting plus 10 here, I think is solid. One of the negatives is Thielen. One of Cousins' favorite weapons is going to be out. That's really the biggest negative here, but I think he's missed some time over the past year or so, so they know how to play without him. Diggs will step up. They'll rely more heavily on the running game. So I don't think that will be a huge factor here. I like the Vikings plus 10, and that's it. Short and sweet. The 6-teamer 200 will pay a 1,000. So I love all 6 of these. Like I said, I threw this in already. We will see what happens. I feel really good about this week's attempt. So we'll see if we can hit our second long shot teaser of the year. So let's go ahead and move on to today's free play of the day. But before I do, just quickly mention the website, JVilleSportsPicks.com. If you did not have a great Saturday and you are looking for some additional help, some additional picks, look no further, JVilleSportsPicks.com. Check out the website, browse around, a lot of different links at the top of the page, which will take you to a few different areas. Most importantly, top right hand corner, hit the big blue button to join the village. It'll take you to a page that will list the different packages that are available. Pick one that suits you the best. I make them super cheap. I'm trying to build your bankroll, not take from it. And on top of that, I have a promo code which is good until midnight tonight. CBB20, 20% off any of the packages in honor of the college basketball season kicking off this past week. So that's the website. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do, my email address, social media pages are all down below in the description of this video. The email address is chat@JVilleSportsPicks.com, chat@JVilleSportsPicks.com. But that's the website. That's where you go to sign up for the village. Join to start receiving my daily newsletter each and every day in all sports, college basketball, NBA, NFL, college football, and of course hockey. We are on fire with hockey right now. So JVilleSportsPicks.com, sign up for that daily newsletter, start receiving your picks today. Try my picks out for 30 days, see how you like them. But other than that, that's the website. Let's go ahead and move on to, like I said, today's free play of the day. Like I said, our free plays, for whatever the reason is, like I said, I have a bunch of plays that I love, and I pick one of them that I decide to have as the free play of the day. And just for whatever reason, that one that I'm picking just has been unsuccessful lately. So I am going to turn to the man that is going to break the curse and look no further than Patty Mahomes. I mentioned this game on the teaser. I like the normal spread, which is Kansas City Chiefs -6. So before I get to Patty Mahomes and that unbelievable offense, the Kansas City Chiefs defense, like I said, ever since Mahomes went out, this defense has really stepped up. They have only allowed 54 points in its last 11 quarters of football. That's almost 3 games. Like I said, last Sunday against the Minnesota Vikings, a great performance by the defense. They held Dalvin Cook to well under 100 yards. That rush defense looked really good. And what is Tennessee's strength? That is running the football. So if this defense can show up again and stop the run, they're going to rely on Ryan Tannehill to go throw for throw with Patty Mahomes. I don't think that is a recipe for success. So that is one of the key matchups here is this Kansas City Chiefs defense against the Tennessee Titans offense. If they can hold this running attack in check, I love the Kansas City Chiefs here even more. So the one hesitation here is we truly don't know how healthy Patrick Mahomes is. I just have to believe they wouldn't throw him out here. It's not like their season is completely falling apart. They're still in first place in their division, so there's no reason to rush back your franchise quarterback unless he was healthy enough to go. So I am going to handicap this game as if we're getting a close to 100% Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he's not going to be 100%, but he probably won't take a whole lot of chances running around and taking off like he would, extending plays longer than he normally should. But like I said, this Kansas City Chiefs offense is just so good, just so many weapons all around. The Tennessee Titans, this defense has been exposed a few times this year. Last week, Kyle Allen did pretty well against them. The week before, Jameis Winston was very, very successful. They should have won that game. So I love the Chiefs here. I'm not going to go and spit a bunch of different stats at you. I am just going to go with the KISS strategy. Keep it simple, stupid. The Kansas City Chiefs, a much, much better team. Yes, 6 points is kind of a lot on the road, but I think this Kansas City offense is just ready to explode with Mahomes back in the lineup. And like I said, the defense is playing very, very well. So if they continue that trend, I see the Chiefs winning this game by double digits. So that's going to be today's free play of the day. We'll see if Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs can turn our free play luck around. That is going to wrap it up here for our NFL video. We had the long shot teaser. I think that's going to come in. We have today's free play of the day, which is going to be on the Kansas City Chiefs -6. On top of that, we're going to have some additional NFL plays. My favorite teaser, my favorite money line parlay, that will be all a part of the Village Picks newsletter. On top of that, we have some NBA action, some college basketball action, some NHL action. All that is going to be put together into a nice picks email. So if you're interested in more than just a free play I gave out, like I said, check out JVilleSportsPicks.com. Sign up for that daily newsletter and start receiving all of those picks and all sports each and every day. Also, don't forget to use the promo code CBB20. A lot of you guys have already taken advantage of that. That will last just until midnight tonight. And that is going to wrap it up for me. So enjoy your guys' Sunday. Hopefully you guys kill it out there. That will wrap it up for me. Good luck with whatever picks you guys do decide to put in. And I will see you guys soon.